Well, hello, and welcome back to another scary episode of Ghost Stories Told from the South. I'm your host, Stephen LeBooth. I'm here to scare you really good. But I'm glad you guys are here. I am Stephen Booth, the host of the show. This is Ghost Stories Told from the South. I hope you enjoyed that episode 100. It's just amazing, guys. I'm still like, oh, over it. So, but like I said, in a couple more episodes, guys, it'll be our 2 year anniversary. And it'll be starting off season 3. Can you believe season 3? Wow. Fucking awesome, man. Wow. I love it. 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 All right. Well, I hope everybody's having a great time, a scary time. It's been nice weather to be gathering around the old fire pit and telling some old scary stories. Well, enough about me and my BS. Like I said, I hope everybody's been doing great. Like I said, like I always say and start the show out, I just want to thank everybody who listens. You guys are awesome. You guys are why I do this, man. Because it wouldn't be a show without you. So, hey. But I'm looking forward to season number 3, and I hope you guys are too. So, it'll be lots and lots and lots of fun, guys. Well, I guess we'll dig down to some ghost stories. I'm going to cover, finish doing some campgrounds. Then I'm going to go over some haunted lakes of Texas, I figured that'd be kind of cool to do to wrap the show up with, because it's springtime. People are starting to venture out and start swimming in the lakes and stuff and go camping more and be more outdoors. So, yeah, I think that'd be very cool. So, let's get on with the get down. Are you ready? Why don't you set the back? Relax. Get a blanket. Get your hot cup of coffee. Sit around the fire. Now don't get too scared. It's time for Stephen LeBooth to scare you. Alright, guys. I hope that's not too corny. Alright, our first place we're going to talk about is Sunset Point on LBJ in Marble Falls. Campers on beautiful Lake LBJ have begun to experience something profoundly eerie during the night. A few have come forward claiming to hear disembodied footsteps pacing around their tent. The moment the sun goes down, they start hearing the footsteps the moment the sun goes down. When confronted, the footsteps stop for a few minutes, then seem to increase their speed around each tent, terrifying the campers within. Recently, a few campers set up cameras to make sure it was not somebody mistakenly going to the wrong campsite. But while the sound of the footsteps was successfully captured, nobody could be seen in the footage at all. So, explain that shit. You can still hear the noise, but you won't hear you won't see anything. You'll just hear the noises. Pretty crazy, huh? I'll put this over here. That is our first story. Okay. Here, I'm going to stop real quick. I got to do my mic. Alright, I had to redo my mic there. And I had to put my bifocals on. But we're doing the Blazing Star Luxury RV Resort in San Antonio. This large RV campground has recently been deemed haunted by campers and other residents around the area. Many have seen the ghost of a little girl wandering the campgrounds at night. Those who have tried to approach the girl quickly realize she is dead when they see that she does not have any pupils. Ew. A few have claimed that after seeing her, they cannot step foot into the resort without experiencing problems with their vision. Oh, wow. The eyes mysteriously return to normal the moment they leave the resort. So if you go there and you see this little girl, I would not uh, stop and say hi or go check anything out. I wouldn't even look at her. All right. If you like your vision, then I wouldn't fuck with her. That was a pretty cool little story. Let's see what's on our next one. All right, our next story is the RV park of Victoria, Texas. Oh, okay, that's why. That's why it's like that. While not exactly meticulous, campers here have been known to avoid the surrounding foliage at night. Many claim that they cannot sleep because they hear disembodied voices and singing just outside the permiti the just right outside their campgrounds. They can hear the voices and stuff like that. When a few brave souls went out to explore what was happening, they reported hearing names said over and over and over again with increasing volume until they fled the area in complete and total fear. So if you're ever at this park, don't go venture out at night. It's cool during the day, but not at night. So, okay, and our next one is the Vineyards Campground and Cabins. And this one's in Grapevine, Texas. Oh, sorry. Had my notes in a mess. Okay. Sorry. The Vineyards is home to a ghost bridge who seems to be in search for a new husband. According to local legend, the campground was the site of a couple's honeymoon many years ago. When the wife confessed she had an affair prior to their engagement, the man took a knife and stabbed her in rage. Now, the ghostly apparition of a woman in a wedding dress is said to be seen wandering between each cabin, sobbing, crying. Well, and that's crazy. There's a lot of stories that do start out like that. It's always somebody checking the other one cheating, or the other one don't show up to the wedding or something, and they just go, yeah, crazy stuff. I tell you, crazy. Well, I say before I come back, or before we go to the next story, let's get a quick commercial. What do you say? Well, how's everybody doing today? It's your good old friend Uncle Dickie from Borderline Texas Trash, the most popular podcast in the world today. It's climbing up the charts faster than freaking slime on a stein, baby. Well, if you're wondering, what the hell is Borderline Texas Trash about? And who is its son bitch Uncle Boo? Well, Uncle Boo is the most recognizable voice in podcasting today, babies. We gonna get funky like a monkey on some turnip greens. I'm coming in on white lightning, baby, on a silver saddle to bring you the best of Borderline Texas Trash, baby. I'm your host of the show, Uncle Boo. We go over everything. We do a little bit of politics at the end, but not much. I don't step into that bullshit a whole lot. But we have fun. I go over stupid world news of the day, talk about stuff from the past, what the cost of living or stuff was like that. And we just talk about all sorts of fucking fun facts, do a little joking around. And my niece joins the show sometimes. We do a little segment called Ash Handy's Garage on Friday nights, baby. That's our live show we do sometimes. And then I got the uncle that I talk to down in Boothville, Louisiana. And he calls sometimes. We have a little show called Uncle Dickie's Corner. So you guys come check out Texas Borderline Texas Trash, baby. I
Know you will love it. We are on every platform you can think of: Spotify, Stitcher, Pandora, iHeart. We're on everything. We're even on Podbean, man. We even got our own YouTube channel. We even got an Instagram account, and we got our Facebook account. So go check us out, man, and come listen to the show. You'll get to listen to Ash Handy, Uncle Boo, Uncle Dickie, and all the most recognizable voices in this motherfucking podcast in the world today, babies. Because we will get funky like a monkey, I guarantee it. Let's just say, baby, I've wined and dined with kings and queens, slept in dumpsters, ate pork and beans, baby. But I am your host of the show, Uncle Boo, Borderline Texas Trash. Don't forget about it. If you want to listen to a show to just get your mind off this crazy world and all the COVID and politics bullshit, come check my show out. Come check me and my crazy family out. Some of the shit we do live shows from the barbecue. So I'll see you later. Bye.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that little commercial. Okay, let's get on with our next story. Our next story is the Woodlands Woodland Lakes RV Park in Woodlands, Texas. That's down there between Dallas and Houston. I mean, that covers a lot of area. It's not saying much, but I know where the area is. It's can't remember what towns it's around, but it's swampy, wooded area down there. Hold on tight to your children at this particular campground. Several campers have recently reported that the ghost of a little boy has befriended each of their children while staying there. At first, each believed their kids had developed an imaginary friend. But then the ghost boy started to appear behind each child whenever they were near a reflection or when they was in front of a mirror or a glass or something. Ooh, that'd be creepy. They'd see them right behind them. Oh. A few of them think the boy is evil and is trying to steal their children to use as playmates in death. You never know. That could be true. That very, very could be true. All right, let's get with our next one. Yeah, these are a bunch of shorties, so it's probably going to be a 30-minute show, but who cares? At least I'm doing it and I stick to my guns, baby. Anyways, let's go to our next story. Our next story is the Post Oak Place. This is in Denton, Texas. Recently, reports of paranormal activity have taken place at this campsite. When a family saw a mysterious young man hanging out in the background of a photograph they took, they believed it was a wayward camper just trying to be funny. But when the same young man began appearing in all of the photos they took, they realized it was a spirit who was joining them on their vacation. After the family went back home, they claimed the spirit showed himself in bodily form standing in their living room. Oh my God. So let's not go to this Post Oak Place in Denton, Texas. That don't sound very fun. And I don't want no juju coming back on me. Okay, which one I got now? I think I read the wrong... Oh no, that's the right one. I'm a retard. Okay, next we have... Did I just do the Woodlands or the Riverview? No, I just did the Post. Oh, but I missed one. Oh, my bad. Where was this one? Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I did do that one. Post Oak. Okay. Okay. Back on schedule. I think I'm right. Okay, we got two more here. Okay. This next one is the Orlando Acres in Mission, Texas. According to local legend, a young girl was murdered near the area before the campground was developed. Many scared campers have said that they have seen the girl standing outside of their tents during the night, sometimes even appearing when their tent in the sometimes appearing within their tent in the hours between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. From a distance, the spirit looks like a living human being, but as she approaches, campers known to flee screaming. The young girl was allegedly murdered by a gunshot wound to her face a very long time ago and is missing an eye. So she's pissed because she's that. Just give her a fucking eye. She'll be all right. Yeah, that was pretty creepy too. Could you imagine that shit? That'd be crazy as hell. Let me tell you. Yeah. Okay, our last campground is Rio Vista Resort in Kingsland, Texas. A handful of campers are said to have one demand a once okay. A handful of campers are said to have once demanded a refund after being the target of a malicious spirit. One woman claimed that she stayed up later than her husband and found another woman sitting up in bed with him. Since she believed her husband had been caught in an affair, when the woman gave in an evil smile and disappeared before her eyes. Oh, so this woman was up and went in there, I guess, to go to bed, and there was a woman sitting there and just looked at her and smiled. And she disappeared. That would scare the shit out of me. I'd be gone. The woman believed the evil spirit stalked her during the remaining time at the campground. Ooh, I'm not going to go to the Rio Vista one there, you sorry Sallies. I'm going to mark that one off my bucket list. Ooh, that'd be creepy as hell. I mean, think about it. Wow. Okay. Well, now we're going to cover our last stories. Like I said, these are lakes. So before I do that, let's go cut to commercial. You ever look up at the sky at night and look at the stars and wonder, are we the only ones really out here?
Have you ever wondered how much our government hides from us?
Have you ever wondered why so many mysteries go unsolved? What really happens? What's the clues? What's the evidence?
Ever wonder if Bigfoot or Mothman is real?
Then, if so, come listen to this podcast called
What's Really,
Really Out There.
And I am your host, Stephanie Booth.
And I am
my
your
father.
co-host, Stephen Booth, Hafaja. And if you're into UFOs, unsolved murders, mysteries, unexplained stuff that happened, urban legends, we're into all of that. Conspiracy stuff too. We go dive into that. So if you're looking for a new podcast that tells that kind of stuff, then you need to listen to What's Really Out There. And we are on Spotify and iHeart and Pandora, I think. But we are pretty much on every platform. We have a YouTube channel channel. So go check that out. It's called What's Really Out There. So come check us out. Once again, I'm your co-host, Stephen Booth.
And I'm your host, Stephanie Booth. And this is
What's Really Out There. We'll see you at the next episode, guys. Well, I hope you liked that, everybody. Okay, like I said, I'm going to be going over haunted lakes here in Texas. Okay, let's go over the first one. The Whitney Lake in Basco and Hill Counties, Texas. Whitney is easily considered one of the most beautiful lakes in Texas. and it's a fantastic place to go if you like to fish. Whatever you do, though, don't swim out in the center of the lake at night. Last year, a couple reported being viciously attacked by something in the water. When they examined the bites after they found human teeth marks all over their legs. That's fucking creepy. That right there would literally scare the freaking shit out of me. So, sorry, Lake Whitney, but I ain't having it. I bet you what happened. I bet you there was a town or a cemetery there, and they didn't remove the cemetery to save money. And look what's happening. These ghosts are biting people now. See what happens when you want to fucking cut corners and make money? Yeah, you hurt people. Anyways, yeah, that's Lake Whitney, or Whitney Lake. God, that's crazy. There were bite marks all over their legs. And see, I don't like swimming I don't like swimming swimming in lakes at night. I'll do it in a pool if it's lit, but I'm not going to jump in a fucking lake while it's nighttime. Nope. I'll do it during the day, and I'm not ever going to go skinny dipping in a lake because I'm worried about something not biting me. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess I'm a square, but yeah, I would never go jumping a lake at night and play. Not me. What do we have next? All right, that was number 10. Our number 9 lake is Lady Bird Lake, Lake LBJ in Austin, Texas. I've been there. That's a pretty good lake, but I didn't know there was any ghostly things happening there. Like to stay active? Then go to Lady Bird Lake. Has numerous trails that run along the lakefront. And after a joyous loop, many people like to jump into the water to cool off. Just make sure that they stay alert at all times. Recently, people have begun to report that they have felt something grab their legs and try to pull them deeper in the water. Some believe it is a ghost who is lonely and in need of companionship in death. So they figure if they can drown somebody, they'll have a friend too. Okay, now this lake is Possum Kingdom Lake in Grayford, Texas. This is right up the road from me. It's a pretty good lake, but I didn't know this about it. Possum Kingdom is a great place to spend time with your friends and family, especially on the 4th of July, because they do a huge display. Thrill seekers enjoy Hell's Gate. Yeah, that's a big tourist attraction. People come here go there with their boats and stay overnight and the stuff like that. Thrill seekers enjoy Hell's Gate, where you can jump into the lake from high above these cliffs, and these cliffs are like fucking way up there. The Red Bull cliff divers come there and dive. And it's anyways, you can jump off the cliffs too, they say. But rumor has it that many jumpers look down and have seen the vision of several dead bodies floating in the water, which causes them to improperly dive and hurt themselves. And two, I believe you gotta kind of jump out some. You don't want to jump too far in because you'll hit some of the rocks right there. But that's really deep right there, and them cliffs are fucking high. Well, because what it was, it's a man-made lake, and there was a trail that went through it's like a, I don't know what you'd call it, like where the earth just kind of made a path right through its mountain, basically, and that's where the lake went because they used the Brazos River. Well, anyways, it used to be a happening trail. I think it was one of the main trails that came to Mineral Wells. But, you had to worry about the banditos and shit there, too. But the natives called it Hell's Gate, and it has stuck ever since. And when it's if you ever see the pictures of it, it's a real cool looking part of the lake. But yeah, I didn't know that if you look down, you'll see a bunch of bodies. So that makes sense because right out there, that was really bad Indian country at the time out there. So, and the river wasn't anywhere near then. I mean, there the river was, but there wasn't no lake. So even people had free run for everywhere. But yeah, that would explain, if they've seen a lot of dead bodies before they jump, why they fuck up and hit and land wrong. Because if you jump into water, people think you can jump in and it always save your life. No, you don't understand. Hitting water at a really high distance is like hitting concrete. So that makes sense. So don't be jumping off them cliffs. Now I've done it, but not at these big ones they're talking about. I've done it at the smaller cliffs, around. But not them. Them are too damn big for me, and I'm afraid of heights like a mother lover. All right, let's get to the next lake. Inks Lake in Burnett, Texas. That one's a good lake. I've been to Burnett. If you are interested in exploring wildlife while you enjoy a day in the water, then Inks Lake has a great place for you. Nearby residents and campers have set up a ton of feeders and flowers that attract birds to the lake. But if you spook easily, don't look too closely. According to local rumors, some of the birds that flock to this lake are supernatural in origin. You can see their skeletons as they fly overhead. Oh my God, no way. Man, and I've been to that lake, but I didn't even try to look at that. I was a young man. I went there to party. That's weird though, man. You can see right through them and see their skeleton. Okay. The next one we got is Ray Roberts Lake in Pilot Point, Texas. I've never been there. Oh. Sorry. I'm all messed up over here. Okay, here we go. Ray Roberts is an ideal place to spend an afternoon with your friends and the family. Soak in some sun rays at the sandy beach or play around a volleyball on the court. Just be wary as you gaze out into the water. Last summer, a group of friends swore they saw a young woman calling out for help towards the center of the lake. When the two group members swam to help her, the woman had disappeared. The two men were so weary that they were afraid that they would drown swimming back to shore. Some believe that was the woman's intention all along. Oh man. Oh man, them poor guys drowned going back to shore. When they swam out for, yeah. Well, if they swam out that damn far, why didn't they get a boat if she was that far out, you idiots? I know you might have been in top shape, but man. So they swam all the way out there and they drowned. And, they're saying maybe that's what the ghost wanted to do was lower them in. Okay, our next one is Granbury Lake. I've been on there. I used to have a friend. His dad had a place on Granbury Lake, and we'd always go down there when it was his dad's weekend. And the Lake Granbury is part of the Brazos River chain, so that's what feeds that lake, like Possum Kingdom. Okay, here we go. Oops. I'll just stick these over here. Talking to myself. Lake Granbury is an ideal place for those who enjoy a sport of fishing. There are spots where folks can fish year round and catch many different species of fish. Just avoid looking too closely into the water. God dang it. I hate it when my pages are sticking together. Some fishermen have reported seeing ghost-like apparitions floating in the water, staring up at them on the docks. These who have seen these spirits were terrified and are still too terrified to go back to the lake. So don't go to that one either. This one is Lake Georgetown in Georgetown, Texas. I've been to Georgetown, but I ain't never been to that place. Oh. Lake Georgetown offers looking for some fun, then look no farther than old Lake Georgetown. That's quite peaceful place. It's ideal for an afternoon reading or just a luxurious swim by yourself. Whatever you do, though, do not walk into the water at night. Nearby locals say that at night, identified creature lives in the water and will try to make you its next meal as it hunts for food after sundown. So apparently they got a creature in their lake there at old Lake Georgetown. So watch out going there. Okay, what's this one? Lake Ray Hubbard. Okay, I guess I missed one. The Borney Lake is an ideal place for families to enjoy a nice swim, kayaking, and paddle boating. Just don't leave the family dog unattended. Many folks who frequent this lake have said that there is something or someone in the water that dogs do not like. If you let go of your dog, chances are they will leap into the water and try to defend their family from the unseen entity. Some of them do not make it back to the shore. So that's sad. So don't take your dogs to this place. All right, our next lake is Lake Ray Hubbard. Sorry. Many people flock to this lake because of their yacht club. Many fun-filled social gatherings are held there all season long. If you attend an event or hang out at the bar at the club, chances are you might see a misty white apparition walking on the surface of the lake. Locals say it is the ghost of a woman who is left at the altar, then drowned herself in the water. Now she's on the lookout for a new husband to spend all eternity with. You know, and that's just a thing that keeps happening here with these women in the lake. And they always got to be a woman in white, and it's always got to be something like that where, you know, her hubby stood her wrong or something like that. So this is next lake, and the last lake I'm doing is Lake Louisville, Texas. Excuse me. Of all the lakes in Texas, Lake Louisville has many activities to offer, including a playground for the children and disc golf courts right by the water. While by day, the lake is great to spend for hours, at night the water becomes infested with shadows, people who emerge from the water and lurk in the shoreline. Ew. A few folks have tried to approach these entities, only to go mentally insane when they touch the strange black substance. To this day, none of them have recovered. Have you ever spent any time at these lakes? Then you better watch it, senor. And that was at Lake Louisville in Louisville, Texas. I'll have to try to go to, because some of these lakes are right down the road from me. Right down the road. I'm sorry, I keep hitting my fucking mic. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed this episode of Ghost Stories Told from the South. Sorry it wasn't that long, guys, but next time it will be. But yeah, just want to say thank you once again. You can find us on Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, Amazon. We're pretty much on any platform now. So, yippity skippity, man. But Anything else I can think of? Not really. So got YouTube caught up. You can make contact with us on our Facebook page, Ghost Stories Told from the South. So yabba yabba yabba, man. But you guys, I just want to say thank you once again. And this has been Ghost Stories Told from the South with your host, Stephen LeBouf. And I will see you scary, scary folks later. Okay, now, bye bye.